All right, so I've been here for almost 30 minutes now, if not more. I've been trying to set this video up, but I said, fuck it anyways. We're going to just make the video off the rip. So, in this video, first of all, before we go into the video, my name is Brilliance and we build landing pages and funnels for info products. So if you need a landing page or funnel done for your info products, click the link below, schedule a call with my team, and we'll see how we can help you. Now, this video is going to be a more specific video for info products. And if you're selling info products, if you want to be like Imagazi, Luke Belma, Andrew Tate, all these guys selling info products, you absolutely need to watch this video because the info product space has changed. And I'm here to tell you what to do to adapt in these situations. Now, we've been able to work with some of the biggest info products in the world, e-learning companies in the world, and we still do to this day. So needless to say, you need to listen to this video. You need to listen to what I'm about to say in this video because this is what's working right now, and you need to pay attention to take advantage of this because you could possibly make yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. And the thing is, a lot of people post a lot of, a shit ton of fluff on the YouTube. People don't explain to you how it is, and that's why I'm here. I'm trying to give you the real. I'm trying to give you the real source, stuff that you can actually go and implement right now. So I have a list here, so pay close attention because this is what's working for our clients right now, and it's printing millions and millions of dollars. So the first one is webinars. Now, webinars are extremely effective because they remove the resistance on the prospect's part. So when a prospect is coming on a webinar, first of all, a webinar is like an online seminar, right? And basically an online seminar is positioned as, these people are coming to extract value. They're not coming to necessarily buy anything or buy the product that's being sold on the webinar. They're just coming to extract value. You see all these webinars say, come and get value, come and get value. But in essence, what they're trying to do is to give you value and then sell you. That's how selling works. You don't just go and sell somebody and say, okay, buy this pen. You sell them the idea of the value that you're going to give them, what they're going to get, what's in it for them. That's the most important thing you need to pay attention to. And that's why webinars are extremely effective because it's framed as value extraction on the side of the prospect. So they don't see it as I'm coming to buy a product, and they are not obligated to buy the product. All they're coming there to do is value extraction, right? Unlike a sales call where they know they're going to be sold on this call, a webinar, the ask is so much lower, and even the hardest it can get is really getting these people to show up to the webinar because you have to send them email sequences, and even it's not that difficult if you know how to set up your email sequences. You can literally hire a copywriter for like a couple $100 a month to do that for you. So it's not that difficult, right? It's not easy. Nothing is easy, but it's not that difficult. You need to get out of your head if you're trying to do a webinar and just go ahead and do it. There's like multiple platforms you can use to do this. A very popular one is Webinar Jam. That works really well. And like I said, this is just like a private live stream where you just come, give people value, tell them this is what they're going to get, and then you sell them. You tell them, okay, this is how you can access all of this stuff, right? So I had a guy that I jumped on his webinar around 2-3 weeks ago, and this guy made $186,000 in like 30 something minutes, which is absolutely ridiculous. And it made me start thinking, how much is Imagazi making per video he drops? Because Imagazi is basically running a VSL every single week, which is one video a week. And whether that be lifestyle content, him buying a Maybach, G63, a Phantom, he's all funneling that to either his digital launchpad thing or he's running into his actual VSL. His actual VSL that is on his YouTube channel that I think has about 9 million views right now, which is like one of the most viewed VSLs I've ever seen. So it's extremely webinars are extremely effective right now, especially in 2024. People are printing ridiculous amounts of money. I have a client who had 2,500 people show up to the day one of his day 3 challenge webinar. So on the first day, 2,500 people came on that webinar. Now think about it. If he's selling like, $1,000 product and he's able to convert just 1% of those people, that's 25 people, right? That's $25,000. If he converts 10% of those people, which is a standard info product conversion rate, that's $250,000 for like an hour or two. Or maybe let's say it takes 3 days for him to convert all those people. That's like $250,000 for 3 days of work. And 3 days of work is not like 24 hours each. It's like an hour and a half each, right? So when you add it up, that's like 4.5 hours. Isn't that worth it for $250,000? So that's to show you how crazy it is. You always need to make sure your traffic is set before you run any kind of webinar. If you have 500 people is good, 1,000 people is good, right? So you need to run webinars if you're selling any kind of info product. You absolutely need to run a webinar. Now the second one I have here is low ticket versus high ticket sales pages. Now, these two are pretty much the same in a lot of instances, right? But if you're selling a low ticket info product, it's an absolute waste of time to go selling, a $300 product on a sales call. It's like, it makes no sense. You just need to sell it directly on the page, write the right response copy on your landing page, and you sell it directly on the page. But if it's for something like a higher ticket offer, let's say $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, $30,000, the best way, what we've seen that is working really, really well for our clients, is removing the price from the landing page first, and then embedding a type form on the landing page, or having a Calendly that has a questionnaire. And the reason we use either one of these is because the type form is basically going to be a questionnaire to filter the leads after they've answered the questions, to see which ones are going to be a fit for our sales team to now hop on sales calls with these people and try to close them. Because now we're filtering them down to the leads that have the highest probability of closing. So that's why you need to structure it that way. You can either use a type form for this, or you can have a Calendly. So if you look at the Calendly, the questionnaire, what they filled in there, if it seems all right, then you can jump on a call with them. If it's up to the standards that you guys are looking for, then it seems like they're qualified, you can just jump on a call with them. And if they don't, then you just remove them from the CRM, whatever, or sell them a lower ticket product, something like that, right? And we also have a client doing like $40,000 a month using the simple info product funnel, and the product is like $35 a month. And the structure for these low ticket and high ticket landing pages is usually the same. So first things you want to have your eyebrow text, you want to have your headline, you want to have a sub headline, you want to have VSL, you want to have a CTA, and then you want to have your pain intensification. And after that, what you want to have is the solutions. After the solutions, you want to have the roadmap. After the roadmap, you want to have your value stacking, and also you want to have your social proof, your pricing, your Calendly, your type form, your checkouts, and then you have your FAQ. This is a standard structure that we follow for our info product landing pages. And also, you don't need to overcomplicate it. Our client who's doing like $40,000 a month, it's like very simple the way he does it, right? He sends all the traffic from YouTube and Twitter, these two platforms. That's what he's using. And basically, all you need is a good product, number one. Number two, you need traffic. You need good traffic. And number three, you need a good landing page that's going to convert these products. So these are the three things. You don't need to overcomplicate it. I know people try to think, oh, these guys are making like 40, 50, 100 grand a month, 600 grand a month. Like, how do they do this stuff? You just need to have a good product and send traffic to it, and then convert them on the landing page. It's a simple process, but it's obviously not easy. But once you can understand these concepts and implement them, you're definitely going to make money, right? So the next one we have here is that nothing matters, right? Absolutely nothing in this space matters if your creator does not have a grip on their audience, and nothing matters if the funnel is not set up correctly. Now, we recently tried to launch, we partnered with a company recently to launch on, I'm not going to call names, but a creator with like 4 million followers across social. So he had like 2 million on Instagram, 600,000 on YouTube, 1 million plus on TikTok. So he has like a huge following, but he doesn't have a grip on his audience, right? And after 14 days, he was only able to generate, 50 signups or like a $50, ticket price. And that's like a monthly subscription. And that's $2,500 for a 4 million plus audience. You need to think about this. He's selling he has 4 million people following him across socials, and he's only able to sell 50 people. So that shows you that, if a creator does not have a grip on their audience, you really can't do much, right? Because it all starts from the foundation. You need to make sure you're building your audience in a particular way. You have a grip on them, you resonate with them. If you don't resonate with the audience and you just have like a large number of following, it doesn't really matter. So that number one is extremely important. And number two, like I said, you need to make sure that the funnel is set up correctly, because if this funnel is not set up correctly, you're just going to fail, right? You need to have build-ups, you need to have framing, you need to have all these psychological tactics to get people interested in what you're trying to launch before you even launch it, because the pre-launch is as important as the launch, if not more important, because this is going to build up hype around the whole thing and people get interested in it. Pre-launches sometimes even take 6 months, right? You need to plan this stuff out correctly. So that's why I said nothing matters. Now, the next one I have on my list here is authenticity, right? One common denominator for all the creators that we have launched so far is that they are authentic. The creators that really make money authentic, right? Like I told you, I had one of my clients who had 2,500 people show up to his webinar, which is a ridiculous amount of people to come to a single webinar. Day one of the webinar, the second day, I think he had like 1,500 people in there. So it's absolutely ridiculous how much money this guy is pulling. I have a lot of respect for him, right? So that shows you that people resonate with him. He's not just there, having inflated number. And this guy has around like 300,000 on Instagram and about 90,000 on Twitter, right? So that shows you that, authenticity is going to bring you a lot of results. If you can just stay authentic and make your content relatable, people can relate to your personality, you're going to make a ridiculous amount of money if you're trying to launch an info product. People need to see that you're an actual person. You're not just this robot. You're not a robot, right? You're not AI. You need to make sure that people know you're human, right? So the next one I have on this list is deliverables. More deliverables, right? So it's crazy how the human brain works, and is that we're always thinking about what we're going to get. If there's nothing in it for us, there's really no incentive for us to move forward with something or go make a purchase, right? But if I was to offer you, let's say I'm going to make you $100,000 in the next 3 weeks and you get to do absolutely nothing, would you take that offer or no? You're obviously going to take that offer if you have the money and this is guaranteed. How much I'm going to charge, as long as it's less than that, as long as it's a reasonable amount, even if you charge like $50,000 to make the person $100,000 in the next 3 days, the person is going to take it, right? Even though $50,000 is like a huge amount of money, they're going to take that, because when they compare it to the returns, when they compare the investment to the amount of return that they are going to get on the back end, it's over, right? You've won them over with that offer. It just makes sense. It's never about the price. It's always about the value you're delivering to them. So when people tell you, I can buy your stuff right now, it's not about the price. Like, just it's not about the price. It's about the value you're delivering to them. They don't really see the value in what you're delivering to them. So we have like a shit ton of deliverables for our clients. Like one of our clients had like, I can't mention specific deliverables because we sign NDAs and stuff, but the more deliverables you can stack, the more money you're going to make, because people like to feel like they're getting a deal, and the more you can make them feel that way, the more you're going to push them to make a purchase, right? So it works. Like, people are going to do backflips and buy your products if they can see like a lot of deliverables and things that they want to get. So if there's nothing you get out of this video, make sure you get deliverables. You understand that deliverables are very important for your info product, right? So the next thing is your product. This is the number 6, right? So the better your product is, the more you're going to sell, because you're contributing more to the market, and the market is going to reward you for it. So it's very simple. So you make more money, you make 100 times more money selling a good product with like decent marketing than you make trying to over market a bad product. Because basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to cover up for lapses in the product. So you have to over market, you have to overspend to do all these things. So if you have a good product and you have good traffic and you have your deliverables, you have all this stuff, you have good landing pages, you have your funnel set up correctly, you have a group in your audience, there's absolutely no reason. It's unreasonable for you not to make money, right? You're going to make money. There's no two ways about it, right? So if you got any value out of this video, please make sure you like this video and subscribe so that YouTube can recommend this to other people. If you need a funnel or landing page built for your info product or any kind of product at all, just click the link below, schedule a call with my team, and we'll see how we can help you guys. With that being said, let me know if you have any questions, drop any comments you have, any questions you have below, and I'm going to be responding to every single one of them. I'm going to be reading them. So that's it. It's brilliant, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.